Making sales from launch day going forward is the dream for every business owner. What if I told you that was possible? And I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how you can launch your business with guaranteed sales. Firstly, hi, my name is Lirato and I am here to get you started with your business. So make sure to subscribe to my channel because I post a new video every week. Let's jump straight into it. We're going to be talking about the 10 steps that you should take in order to start your own online business. Starting off with step 1, which is decide on a business idea. For all the people who have so many business ideas and have no idea which one to start, you can't start with all of them. Let me just put that out there, okay? Because if you start with all of those business ideas that you have, you're not going to be able to manage because one business is already enough, okay? Start out with one, okay? Because I know you think that by starting many businesses you'll be able to make more money and you have multiple streams of income, but that's not how it works. Choose one. And now that I've said that you actually have to choose one, let's talk about how exactly you can actually choose a business idea. So when it comes to choosing your business idea, there are 3 P's that I'm about to teach you, which are firstly passion. You need to be passionate about your business idea. I'm sure you've heard this multiple times, but I can tell you now, if you're starting a business that you have no interest in, it is going to make everything so much harder. There are days where you're going to want to give up, and on days like that, you want to be doing what you love because that's what's going to drive you on days that you actually don't want to do anything and you feel like giving up. This is why it's also very important that you know yourself. You need to know what are your interests, you need to know what are your strengths, because it will not help you to start a business that you have no interest in, or a business that you're going to be struggling with because you have no idea what you're doing. The second P that you need to think about when it comes to choosing your business idea is people. You need to make sure that there are people who are actually interested in what you have to offer. So if you are starting a product or a service-based business, please make sure that there are people who are going to be willing to pay you, because it does not help you for you to start a business that no one has any interest in. Okay, so you need to make sure that you think about your customers. Think about who exactly they are. Be as specific as possible about who exactly you're trying to sell to. The third P that you need to think about is problem. Identify a gap in the market so that your business is relevant. Even if you're getting into a market that is oversaturated, you need to make sure that you are bringing something new to some extent. Okay, before we move on, do let me know in the comments what business you're thinking of starting. Step 2 of starting your own business is figuring out your target audience. You need to know who exactly you are selling to, and no, everyone cannot be your target audience. I see far too many business owners who do this. You cannot try to sell to everyone, because when you try to sell to everyone, you will sell to no one. Your marketing message becomes so diluted that no one actually cares about what you have to say. It's not convincing enough, it's not persuasive, because you have to be very vague in order to cater for everyone. So please don't shoot yourself in the foot by trying to cater to everyone, because it's basically impossible. Finding your target audience means finding the right people who are actually going to appreciate what you have to offer. So you need to find people who genuinely like what your business has to offer. And I can tell you now, it's not going to be everyone who's going to like what you offer. So please make sure that you know who you're trying to cater for, that you have an audience in mind when you are creating that service that you want to sell to people. Now that I've told you the importance of finding your target audience, let's talk about how to find your target audience. I've gotten this question so many times when I tell people to find their target audience, and then only to realize later on people don't even know how to do that. So let's talk about how do you find your target audience. You need to keep 2 things in mind. First one is demographics. This is where you are figuring out how old this person is, where they're located. These are some things that you need to keep in mind when you're thinking about demographics. But then the second thing that you need to think about is psychographics. I feel like psychographics are far more important, because this is you getting into the mind of your customer, figuring out what they're interested in, their hobbies, the lifestyle that they have, the reason why they do the things that they do, and the beliefs that they have. So when I tell you psychographics, for me, are very, very important, because when you understand your audience, you know exactly how to talk to them in a way that's going to make them convert, in a way that's going to get them to actually buy your products. Step number 3 of starting your own business is to do market research. I don't hear enough people actually talk about the importance of market research. You want to understand your customers, and honestly speaking, you cannot understand your customers without actually talking to them and getting information from them and feedback from them specifically. So this means when you're doing market research, you are approaching your ideal customer. You are going to people that you would want to actually sell to and getting information, asking them questions, relevant questions that are going to help you when it comes to actually deciding whether your product is a good product or not for those people. Now let's talk about how do you actually do market research. So the best way that you could do market research is to actually go and approach your ideal customer and have a chat with them. This could be normal people that you know, your friends and family that actually qualify as your ideal customer. Go and have a chat with them. And then the second way that you could actually do market research is to create a survey and send it to your potential customers. Send a survey, ask them the relevant questions. Like, you don't understand, questions are very important. You need to have the right questions in order for you to get the right answers and the right feedback, which will actually help you when it comes to creating your products or services. Now, if you want to make sure that you're actually going to succeed when it comes to getting information from people, the best way that you could actually do this is by giving something in exchange for the market research. What I did when I was trying to do market research was I told people that I was offering free consultation calls. I call them strategy calls. I created a survey that they had to fill out in order to actually, book a call with me. From that survey, I was able to get some of the, the answers to questions that I had and to actually understand what it is that they were struggling with, which I could help them with. So it's very important that you are giving something in exchange for that market research, because sometimes people are just not willing to, answer any of the questions that you have. Step number 4 of starting your own online business is to build an audience on social media. I don't see a lot of people actually do this. What I usually see is people wait until their launch day to start creating content. And honestly speaking, that does not work because you don't have an audience. No one knows you. No one cares about what you have to say. So even if you are already launching and you have your products up, no one cares. So no one is going to buy. And then you're surprised when you're not getting any sales from social media. It's because you started too late. When you're building an audience on social media, I prefer that you start, building an audience about 3 to 6 months before you launch your business. But you know what? It's up to you how long you actually want to start building your audience. Just know that it's not going to be a quick and easy thing. It's going to take some time. So let's talk about how to actually come up with content and what it is that you should be producing for people. First, when it comes to coming up with content ideas, I would suggest that you actually use Answer So Crates, Answer the Public, and also, I don't know how to say the word, but I'll put it on the screen. Okay, these are some of the sites that you could use in order to actually get what it is that your customers are asking for. So you're going to put in a keyword, and then it is going to show you what it is that people are asking about, what questions are popping up when people are asking. I will show you on the screen exactly how that looks. With the questions that you then see, you're going to create content that answers those questions. You now know what your audience is actually interested in. So start talking about these things that they're interested in. So you don't necessarily have to have inventory with you, because this is before you've launched your business. So I've told you where to get content ideas. Now let's talk about the KLT method. KLT method is the know, like, and trust method. This is how you're going to be coming up with your content. So the know factor is the attraction content. So this is content that's going to help people find out that you actually exist. Attraction content is usually entertaining content that's going to get people to, see you. You're trying to get as much reach as possible. So this could be you using trending sounds. This could be you, saying something relatable, something funny. L is the like factor. It's you creating nurturing content. So nurturing content is mostly educational content. So this is where you're educating someone. Now let's talk about the trust factor. So when it comes to the trust factor, this is where you are creating promotional content. So this is content that is addressing any objections that people might have to actually buying from you, and also social proof. especially on social proof, because social proof, basically the testimonials, the reviews and so on, basically showing that other people are buying your products and what other people had to say about your products. That's the social proof. Basically, when it comes to the trust factor, you're getting people to trust you enough to actually buy from you. So you've gotten people to know that you exist, you've gotten people to like what you do and like your business because you're helping them solve their problems. Now you're getting people to trust you enough to actually buy from you. So please make sure that in the KLT method you are doing this properly. You need to make sure that there's a good balance of attraction, nurturing and promotional content. But most importantly, promotional content shouldn't be the only thing that is on your account, shouldn't be the only thing that you are showing. Especially right now, before you've launched your business, you shouldn't really have as much promotional content. So we've spoken about the know, like and trust method, which you're going to use to get people from not knowing that you exist to actually becoming loyal customers. Step 5 for starting your own online business is to create a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a product or service that you offer for free in exchange for someone's contact details. Some examples of a lead magnet are a mini ebook, a consultation call, a questionnaire, a report, or an audit. This all depends on the industry that you are in. Someone who's maybe starting a skincare business, maybe you offer you could actually create a questionnaire and to help someone figure out what skin type they have. Let's just make sure that you are creative in the way that you're actually going to be offering all of these lead magnets. Step 6 of starting your own business is to create a landing page. A landing page captures people's contact details in exchange for a lead magnet. So this is how you're going to be capturing all of the people's contact details who you're giving your lead magnets to. When it comes to creating a landing page and capturing people's contact details, you could either use an email marketing software, which is, for example, ConvertKit, MailChimp, MailerLite, ActiveCampaign. These are just some examples. Or you could actually use, there's some website builders that actually allow you to create a landing page, which, for example, Wix and Squarespace are some examples. Step number 7 of starting your own business is creating a marketing strategy. When it comes to creating a marketing strategy, the first thing that you need to do is set goals. You need to know what your goals are for your social media presence, for the audience that you're building, for your sales as well, so that you know how much work you should be putting into this. Secondly, you need to make sure that you understand your audience, understand what it is that they actually watch, what is it that they're interested in. Understand your audience so that you can create a marketing strategy that attracts the right people, that actually serves you. Thirdly, make sure that you choose 2 social media platforms. Have a primary and a secondary social media platform. The reason why I'm telling you to only have 2 is because I know that people will tell you, these gurus will tell you, that you should be on as many platforms as possible so that you can reach more people, but it doesn't work that way. You end up just burning yourself out. Fourthly, create a content calendar. So this is where you put all of your ideas and everything, and you script out everything that you're going to say. Either use Notion, Asana. Those are the 2 that I actually looked at, because all the other ones I felt like were too complicated for me. Once you've actually created your content calendar, you need to set out either one day each week to actually sit down and record all of those videos, all of that content that you have already planned. And you're still starting out, this is the best way that you can actually create your marketing strategy. There will be some things that go into it when you have actually started or you're getting closer to launch day. Step number 8 of starting your own business is to build a website. See, you could either hire a website developer or else you can use a website builder. Website builders, some examples of website builders is Wix, Shopify, Big Hotel, Equid, and Milkshake. Step number 9 of starting your own business is to tell your friends and family. One thing I should point out before I move on is that you should not expect your friends and family to support you. because sometimes they genuinely are not your customers. They don't actually buy what you sell, so they don't need to support you, so don't expect them to support you. But you can tell them what it is that you actually do, because they might know someone who would be interested in your services. You want your friends and family to be able to be, brand ambassadors for you. Step number 10 of starting your own business, this is when you're very close to your launch day. You are going to start allowing people to pre-order. This could be a week or two before you launch your business. You're going to allow people to actually order your products. What I want you to do is to be very honest with your audience. Tell them that they're not going to receive this product until a specific date, that you are, allowing them to pre-order. It's not that they're going to immediately get those products, and that they're the first customers that you're having. Be honest, be transparent with your audience to avoid issues. This is a way for you to ensure that you have sales on launch day, because if people have already pre-ordered, then you're not gonna have to struggle and have a hard time actually getting sales, because you're already making sales. You just haven't officially launched your business. But they're going to be a specific number of people, depending on whether they're on your email list or how exactly you're going to be getting those people, and then you're going to allow them to pre-order. Best thing that you could do for your business. So please make sure that you keep this in mind before you launch your business. Allow people to pre-order, make sales, start making money before your official launch date. Make sure you get those testimonials, okay, from the people who just bought from you, and they, maybe it's launch day now and you're packaging their orders and you're sending them out. Make sure you get testimonials from them. Ask them what they thought about, your product. Then pile up all of those testimonials so that you can convince more and more people to actually buy from you. Now that you know the importance of building an audience before you launch your business, I have a video for you to watch on how to set up a TikTok account for your business. So I'll see you there.